Alright, guys, the first and the foremost beneficiaries coming from the Ethereum DeFi universe are getting what they deserve. We are going to be taking a look at SUSHI, AAVE, and Yearn Finance hitting 100k zones before Bitcoin itself, guys. Crazy, crazy, crazy amount of price action happening in the market. But before I jump into the content of this video, I wanted to address the people, specifically all of you who are new to the space, who have just joined the crypto markets. Guys, this channel is not really noob friendly. Now, this content, whatever content is coming from this channel, is dedicated to most of the players who are actively trading these markets in a swing position basis or a day-to-day intraday trading basis, right? Now, I will be making a lot of exchange tutorials and a lot of psychological videos as well, and general trading, let's just say, tips and tricks for you guys down the line. But as far as the content goes right now, this is dedicated more towards the active crypto market participants, right? Alright, guys, let's jump onto the content itself. We are taking a look at SUSHI. This is a confirmed retest of the 55 simple moving average. Now, guys, ever since we broke below this diagonal trending support line right here, we were poised for a little down move. But as far as the price was consolidating alongside the 3-day 21 simple moving average, we really had chances to get to the upside with this swing itself. But guys, guess what? Bitcoin started dumping down, and Ethereum generally, well, Ethereum started ripping to the upside, which is why a lot of people simply went back into Ethereum. A lot of market participants went back into Ethereum to enjoy their Ethereum upside, right? Now, Ethereum is getting back into consolidation zones where your volatility is reducing and squeezing down, which is why you are looking at a lot of risk taking happening onto these DeFi protocols, guys. And you have situated a pretty nice looking base around the $10 levels, guys. Now, talking about $10 level, sitting onto these levels was simply not a far-fetched opinion, but we came down here and we confirmed this support with utmost beauty, guys. Check this 3-day candle out. This is a clear bullish engulfing candle coming off of the 55 simple moving average, right, which is confirming this entire region to be your support in a macro price action trending behavior as well, which is why if the price comes back down to $10 levels, it's going to get picked up, and if it breaks below the $10 levels, guys, most likely your trend is going to get into jeopardy from these price points, and we can talk about some further down moves all the way towards 7.5 or 6.5 or even $5 levels. But guys, I think these levels are going to get irrelevant in the coming days. Ethereum has pretty much set the direction for most of the DeFi space in general, which is why SUSHI coming back to $10 is most likely, let's just say, I don't think it's going to happen, guys. I don't really think it's going to happen in the coming days. Most likely, if the price action comes back down to $14 or $15 levels, it's going to pick up. It's going to get picked up, right? Now, your extreme support, your humongous support is going to be standing on these levels right here at the $14.5 level. So, watch out the prices coming back onto these levels. If they do, this is going to be looked upon like an opportunity. Now, I can't deny the fact that 3-day time frame is starting to trend to the upside. Now, why do I say that? This RSI is just sneaking onto the 60 levels, guys. Now, you know the drill, guys. I've been talking about how the 60 levels on RSI, on the strength index of the market, are your extremely important zones. We are dealing with this one, and once we break above this price point right here, not the price point, above the RSI level standing at 60, with your 3-day candle closing the next 15 hours, yes, you will be closing your RSI above 60, which means that SUSHI is going to be setting up another uptrend, guys. Well, I think you can pretty much define your risk. Once you start closing your 3-day candles onto this price point, you will be defining your risk management onto these levels right here, standing at $17.5 levels, right? Now, looks to me like this 3-day candle could most likely close above this price point right here, which is why the RSI will also trend above 60 and your trend will start emerging to the upside. Whereas your first and the foremost upside targets are certainly going to be aligning with the 1-on-1 extension standing at 23. Guys, once you start closing your candles above 23, this is going to get back into a blue sky breakout, and you would be looking pretty clear at the 1.61 extension. First and foremost, guys, second target standing at 2.618 and your ultimate target standing at 10.764. Now, am I talking about the fact that we're going to get into $150 per SUSHI immediately after we get above the 60 days on RSI? No, we'll be dealing with a lot of turbulence, guys. This market is going to get extremely volatile. Now, Extremely volatile doesn't mean that it's gonna just simply chop out everybody and go to the downside. No, it can simply be extremely volatile between these zones, between this price point and this price point right here, guys. This is a 20-30% range right here, and we can hover between these zones and still be bullish in terms of the price action structure, which is why managing your margin, managing your risk right now in sushi is going to be extremely important, right? Don't get overexposed, because this looks to me like a pretty neat move which is going to come on sushi itself. So don't overexpose yourself, don't over leverage yourself. I think this is a pretty neat looking move which is about to come to the upside, at least testing the 2.61 is standing at $44 levels. And I don't really think if we come to $44 levels there's going to be any stop until the $50 levels as well. But there are going to be turbulence alongside, guys. There are simply going to be a lot of turbulence alongside these price points as well. Now, is it confirmed that we're going to go towards $150 per sushi? No, we have to take things step by step, guys. The chances towards the $150 sushi is going to be looking very nice once we take care of this level right here. This is going to be a critical level standing at 25, let's just say $25 levels, right? $25 levels are your key critical levels for any upside momentum to these levels, these price points, guys. Pretty crazy up moves coming on sushi as a whole. You have had a pretty neat looking reset on the relative strength index, and your TSI had a reset as well. Looks to me like both of these things are crossing above your key critical points, guys, which is why you could potentially go for a swing position, a swing trade on sushi USDT once you start closing your 3-day candle like this, guys. I think this is going to be closing with this bullish posture right here, which is going to mean buy signals. This is not going to be a financial advice. This is obviously not a financial advice. You can join the Discord channel as well. We'll be closing down some key crypto analysis and Bitcoin analysis channel in the Discord server itself. So make sure you join that channel before we are hitting 100 members. I think we are up by 40 members already. 60 invites left, 60 invites left. Once those invites are filled, we'll be closing down that channel, guys. We'll be closing down the crypto analysis and Bitcoin analysis, and it's going to be exclusive to the members who have joined. It's going to be exclusive to the initial 100 members itself. And we do have various other plans to expand the Discord server itself. But as of now, I think this video is going to be completely fine for you if you are looking at some swing trades on sushi itself. Your upside targets are pretty neat, and your downside risk management is pretty neat as well. Just for curiosity, just for a little curiosity happening, let's jump onto the daily time frame itself. We are looking at a bullish cross happening on the daily between the 21 and the 55 simple moving average right here at the $14.5 levels, which is why this is going to be extremely critical, guys. This level is going to be really critical. Right now, there is another thing which is looking pretty clear in front of your eyes. What is this, guys? This is an inverted head and shoulders, and pretty neat looking left shoulder, right shoulder, and a head in front of you, which is why your upside targets out of this breakout range is going to be derived from this price action, guys. We are going to be taking out this high. According to this pattern, we're going to be taking out this high right here, and we'll be heading towards your $25 levels on sushi, which is why $25 levels, psychological level, a rounded figure, and hitting your targets as well on this inverted head and shoulder. So in the coming days, watch for your $25 target being taken down. Once you start trading above $25, then you will be looking at these price points, right? Then your trend would be, well, pretty neat, and you could be talking about some bullish momentum all the way about $10 for as well. Sushi against BTC real quick. Wow, I'm pretty much dyslexic guy. Oh, so, wow, what am I doing right here? SUSHI against BTC. Holy crap. I just embarrassed myself, guys. Okay, now this one is also curling up, which means that the BTC pair is looking pretty neat, guys. Well, you know about these patterns already. If you have been following up with the channel, following up with the content coming from this channel, you know how powerful these momentum moves are. You know how powerful these curling up piece of price actions are, guys. And sushi on the BTC pair likes to do something like that again and again. Check this one out right here. You had a little curling up piece of price action happening, and you had your crazy upside move all the way towards these price points and making a 340% move to the upside after breaking above this price point. So, which is why this level is looking pretty interesting on sushi against BTC as well. This looks to me like a good looking breakout, which is why your risk management is going to be standing on these price points right here with this breakout on the daily time frame itself. Now, guys, this one also has a bullish cross happening on the daily time frame. Now, let's quickly jump on the 3-day itself and take a look, guys. exactly what is happening on the USD pair is happening on the BTC pair itself. This one is pretty much in harmony. Sushi's trading pairs are in harmony. It's looking very nice, looking very nice. The momentum, the posture, everything is looking amazing on the BTC and the USD pair itself. Both of them coming from the 55 simple on the 3 time frame. A macro time frame certainly calls for a resolution, guys. Certainly calls for a macro form of resolution. Now, just for a little fun, had we been trading this zone right here, we would have made our way towards the 4.236 extension, at least in one single go, right? Which is why we're going to be taking a look at this extension as well. And let's take a look at the 4.618, guys. This one is standing at 118 thousand satoshis right here. 4.236, pretty far-fetched. Standing on these levels, this is pretty far-fetched, but this 3D candle is looking nice. This one is looking very nice, guys. Breaking out of the range with momentum to the upside, RSI curling to the upside, getting supported by the 55 simple on the 3D time frame. And check this out, TSI to the upside and the RSI to the upside, guys. These are your perfect looking setup. Now, if you are overexposed, if you go ahead and if you overexpose yourself in the markets, you're going to be just simply wasting out on these clear cut looking opportunities, guys. Now, you can trade these assets on FTX and you would comparatively have less chances of getting red, guys. This is a proven fact. If you follow the Twitter account, the FTX Twitter account, you'll know what I'm talking about. Links will be down in the description. Now, certainly there are referral links. If you want to support this channel, you can sign up with those referral links, although you are not obligated to do that. You can simply go to the website and sign up yourself without using the referral link itself. But this price action is looking pretty nice, guys, and you can trade sushi against BTC and sushi against USD as well in the spot markets on FTX, which is why this is a neat looking setup, and you can trade this one on FTX, guys. Well, you can certainly draw a lot of lines, but this is a continuation momentum move to the upside, and we are breaking a grind to the upside like this, guys. This is looking pretty nice. Your first and the foremost target is completely standing fine at the 1.618 extension, standing at a 58,000 satoshi levels, right? And your up move is going to be all the way towards 2.618, standing onto these levels. Now, why am I talking about these levels? Because most likely you will be coming up with some profit taken in the small time frames onto these price points, but your general trend is looking fine. Your general trend looks to me like you want to rip to the upside, man. I mean, yeah, you could come back down and get supported on these price points, but this price action looks really nice. This is looking pretty neat, right? All right, guys, pretty comprehensive outlook on sushi itself. But before we jump on to the next asset, just quickly look at sushi against Ethereum as well, guys. We just take a look at that as well. All right, now this is not that bullish. Although we are kind of breaking the grind. Well, this is not exactly a strong looking grind, but we are quite breaking above this grind right here, guys. This is something which is happening on AAVE as well, which is confirming the fact that Ethereum is going to get into a consolidation zone in the coming weeks, guys. We are going to be dealing with some sort of interim top on Ethereum, which just happened on the $4,400 levels, right? Which is why, guys, these assets against Ethereum will also start picking up. Now, onto this leg, your first and the foremost target will be sitting at the 600 extension, guys. Once you start clearing this one right here, your extension. Now, there are three neat looking trades on sushi itself against the BTC, against the Ethereum pair, and the USDT pair itself, guys. This is you can simply trade this asset onto the three pairs which have pretty nice looking setup. You can expose yourself on sushi with all of these three assets as well and nail one single asset from all three sides. Well, if you're trading these markets, you know what I'm talking about, right? Now, if you don't understand what I just said, leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Leave your questions as well down in the comments below, guys. And in the Discord channel, there is a discussion channel as well, where you can post your analysis and arguments, guys. Now, a lot of people, well, not exactly a lot of people, there are gonna be rules for the Discord channel itself, guys. So I think I should not bring this point up right now. I will be talking about the Discord channel and the rules in the coming videos itself, because we don't have a lot of people in the channel right now. This channel is quite informally managed. It's not managed at all, but once we start getting on with some real engagement and some real interested crowd in the Discord channel itself, then we'll be talking about some rules, and we'll be dealing with, well, let's just say, if a lot of people, if anybody causes any ruckus or just shills any shit coins all the time, he or she will be kicked out of the channel. Now, guys, moderation will also happen. A lot of things will happen on the Discord channel itself, but before these things happen, links in the description come before the channel closes down, right? Okay, now once you start clearing this one out, your targets are looking pretty neat on these levels right here. But it looks to me like once you clear 618 extension, you will test the previous all-time highs against Ethereum. Now, there is only one single thing which can stop Sushi to be strengthful against Ethereum itself, guys. We have a bearish cross on the 3-day time frame. Now, this one is happening between the 55 and the 21. Now, most of the bullish crosses that I talked about on Ethereum, on the BTC and the USD pair were happening between the 21 and the 55 itself. But this is happening on the 3-day time frame, guys. Sushi Ethereum on the 3-day time frame is not bullish as a whole. We are dealing with the bear cross right here, which is why we could be looking at some potential resistance coming alongside this Fibonacci level and this moving average right here. Once we start averting this one to the upside, which could take a while, then we can talk about the previous all-time high retest against the Sushi Ethereum pair itself. Alright guys, let's jump on to AAVE real quick. Now, you know the deal, guys. You know the deal, how strong these breakouts are. We are breaking out from this rectangular squeeze which happened for a really long time, guys. The first week of February getting resolved out at the third week of May. We are looking at a 3-month-long, 4-month-long consolidation breaking out with a rectangular pattern right here. These are pretty strong, guys. These are pretty strong. You looked at this, you saw this happen on the dot pair, you saw this happen on ADA pair, Matic pair. So many cryptocurrencies had a squeeze like this going on in a perfectly defined range, and as soon as they broke out of this range, guys, simple 2x at least from this range. Now, are we going to be talking about Mumbai targets? No, certainly not, guys. Step by step. The first and the foremost step is right here in front of your eyes, standing at the 1.272 extension onto the $650 levels, right? We could hover around these price points right here. We could simply consolidate here before we pave our way towards the 1.618 standing at $753 levels right here, guys. And once you start clearing this one, guys, there's a huge gap between the 2.618, right? Well, to be honest with you, I do think that AAVE is going to get into 4 digits pretty soon, guys. Pretty soon. This is Oracle. This is a liquidity providing DeFi protocol. A lot of liquidity flowing across Uniswap, SushiSwap is being derived from the AAVE protocol itself, guys, which is why this protocol is pretty important. A lot of DeFi locked value is on AAVE. AAVE is providing liquidity to so many dexes, to so many crazy dexes, guys, which is why this protocol is pretty useful. Now, any cryptocurrency that I talk about in this channel is certainly not a scam. At least not a scam, guys. It is not a scam. And they are quality projects with a legit team working on these protocols day in and day out. These are your initial beneficiaries when your Ethereum price action stops to trend. When Ethereum price action starts to consolidate, your initial beneficiaries are going to be these protocols, guys. Which is why we are looking at a second wave, probably formulating with a lot more assets, which are going to go to the upside like crazy. Because Ethereum did a 100% move to the upside, guys. Last time Ethereum did that 100% move, this is what happened on AAVE, right? We are looking at this happening again, which is why, guys, your 10.764 extension standing at $3,000 is a far-fetched opinion. Well, is a far-fetched opinion, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible. If we have seen, guys, AAVE is an asset which literally came from shit. It literally came from shit. The BTC pair on AAVE literally came from 29 Satoshi, guys. 29 Satoshi. We are standing at 0.01 BTC per AAVE. It's crazy. The things AAVE can do is just crazy, guys. These protocols are just crazy, right? Which is why this can certainly happen with a lot of turbulence alongside these price points right here. But guys, I think there is no need to be fearful on these markets right here. Specifically looking at this piece of price action, you certainly got to be bullish, but don't be overexposed, don't be over leveraged, because this is a neat looking swing trade right here. I think you're going to be ruining this one out if you get overexposed and over leveraged into these markets. Just have a good spot exposure on Binance or FTX. Links will be down in the description. If you want to sign up and you want to help this channel grow as a whole, you can sign up using those referral links, although you are not obligated, as I mentioned previously, right? Okay. Now, once you start clearing 618, guys, $1,000 AAVE is a pretty neat looking zone for consolidation as well. We will be consolidating, most likely we will be consolidating on the $1,000 ranges for some time before we make our way towards the $3,000 levels on AAVE, guys. This is probably going to happen alongside, let's just say, June, July, August or something like that. In the coming months, this has set a trend to the upside. Your momentum oscillators had a good looking reset, and we are finally shifting above the 60, staying above 60 with the TSI cross to the upside. This is a good looking setup, and this breakout looks promising as of now, guys. Now, just for a little curiosity, let's jump on the daily time frame itself. We are dealing with a bull cross right here and a breakout of this range right here. This is the neat looking setup on the daily time frame itself. The 200 has finally started formulating itself on the USDT pair on Binance itself right here, which is why your mega gigantic macro support is going to be aligning with the $300 levels on AAVE itself, right? TSI is looking bullish as well. The daily RSI is looking bullish as well, guys. This is a pretty nice looking setup. Pretty nice, pretty good looking setup. Now, let's jump over to the 4-hour time frames as well. Let's check this out as well, guys, for that matter, right? Now, as we dig deep into small and small time frames, guys, you see how confusing things get, right? Which is why if you want to successfully take these swing trades, you have to zoom the heck out, man. You got to zoom out, and you got to realize that your macro picture, your greater picture is bullish, and you're going to be curling to the upside. Now, guys, check this one out. Like, let me just illustrate for you. Generally, these bullish assets, they move like this. You want to go up, you have a little something like this, right? Something like this happens. You go for a little consolidation onto some key Fibonacci levels, like something like this, guys. Let me just draw Fibonacci retracement. Okay. You go on for some key Fibonacci retest level, and then you swing to the upside back again, and then you go for another Fibonacci retest on these levels, and then you go for a swing move again, guys. Momentum, like, all right. So expansion and a little consolidation, and then another expansion, little contraction, expansion, another expansion again. Guys, these things happen when your macro assets are bullish. Your father, your granddaddies like Ethereum and Bitcoin are bullish, which is why these are the reasons why these assets are going to have these kind of, let's just say, price action behaviors, right? You expand, you have a little consolidation, and then you go for expansion again, which is looking pretty neat. So AAVE is probably going to go to the upside on this one as well. All right. AAVE against BTC real quick. Now, this video is getting pretty long, guys. I'm taking a look at the price action in a pretty comprehensive manner right here, which is why it should be pretty clear in your head what to do, what not to do. Although this is not a financial advice, I'll never tell you what to do with your money. I'm just here to give you the relevant information so that you can make your own decisions. You can make your own decisions, right? Okay, so we are quite clearing above the previous all-time high right here, and well, I was in a trade. I personally was in a trade on AAVE BTC, and I did take my position off of the all-time highs, which is why this one is probably gonna go to the moon. Alright, my targets were hit. I just simply took a trade from this resolution of this range right here, and my targets was standing at the previous all-time high on the BTC pair itself. Now, I am out of the trade, but it does not mean that it's simply going to stop rolling to the upside. Guys, we are looking pretty clear onto this price action structure as well. Pretty nice looking curling up behavior with your RSI strengthening again to the upside. We don't have any bearish divergence as well, guys, which is why this could eventually keep on trending to the upside, and we could come and take a look at these price points pretty soon down the line, guys. Now, BTC pairs are a little illiquid as compared to the USD pair itself, which is why you could have a potential explosive move to the upside on the BTC pairs rather than the USD pair itself, guys. Okay. So you could be dealing with some turbulence happening onto these price points right here, but they are not going to be death sentences. They would simply call for a little consolidation happening between the 1-1 and the 272 extension, something like this, guys. Something like this. Something like this could happen right here before we break out, and then we could, like, this could happen. So if you manage your risk precisely, if you, let's just say, don't enter these markets with your entire savings, you're going to be good holding AAVE as well on the BTC pair itself. Now, AAVE against Ethereum real quick. Let's check this one out as well. Okay, now this one is breaking a grind as well. Now, this is what we saw in SUSHI as well. We are breaking above this grind right here, which is why your key risk management point, if you are looking at this pair, guys, basically AAVE is going to be a better investment than Ethereum itself if we are maintaining this structure right here, and if we are maintaining this breakout. Guys, I think this is a pretty neat looking strong breakout. We simply went above the 200 simple right here in one single candle from the 21 itself, guys. This is strength right here. This is strength right here, which is why it's pretty much clear as Ethereum is consolidating, AAVE is getting a lot of love, guys. This is what happens. This is generally how capital rotation takes place in the Ethereum universe itself. We are talking about Ethereum universe, guys. Ethereum is consolidating, which is why AAVE is getting a lot of love. This is the initial beneficiary, guys, and your risk management is right here. This one looks pretty strong. Well, there is one bearish factor going on right here, guys, on the daily time frame, which is this particular bear cross, which happened between the 200 and the 55 simple moving average, guys. Now we could potentially avert this one to the upside and eventually take these moving averages as support, as your 200 simple is inclined to the upside, which means that your macro trend is starting to shape up as a little strengthful behavior coming down the line. Most likely, June, July is going to be looking strengthful for this pair itself. AAVE Ethereum is going to look strengthful, guys. This is good looking price action. If I take the logarithmic away, I think this is going to just change the picture itself, which is why if you are analyzing your swing trades, if you're analyzing your potential swing price action behavior, you want to jump into the log charts rather than the arithmetic charts itself, right? Okay, so if you simply go ahead and if you take this Fibonacci retracement right here, we are standing right at the 382 extension, which is why we could potentially have a little turbulence right here onto these levels. But once you start clearing to this one to the upside, it's looking pretty clear that 620 extension is not a far-fetched opinion, standing at 0.24 Ethereum per hour, right? Okay, now once you start clearing this one out, guys, I think we'll be simply jumping on 1.618 and ultimately 2.618, which is going to be at 0.6 Ethereum per hour. Okay, now this is a far-fetched opinion, to be honest with you. Standing at these price points, talking about this price point is certainly a far-fetched opinion, which is why, guys, you want to take things step by step and clear this level out, then talk about these further explosions to the upside, right? Okay, now just for that matter, let's just take a look at this down leg, and we did consolidate onto the 2.618, which is why I just simply mentioned this price point right here, which could be your potential upside target, guys. This is looking pretty neat in terms of a bounce right here, and most likely your trend is reversing as well from these levels. RSI simply off to 60 reads, standing from 20. It's just okay, crazy bullish piece of price action. Needs some consolidation in the small time frames, which is why this resistance could prove out to be real, guys, in the small time frames, and we could hover with the 200 simple moving average and get a little squeeze going on between this price point, and then eventually make our way to the upside on the AAVE Ethereum pair. Well, it looks to me like AAVE is going to be a better investment than Ethereum itself, right? Okay, now let's jump on the last candidate. We have Yearn Finance, guys. This one almost hit 100k, guys, and we have been talking about YFI from these price points right here, that how 100k YFI could be, well, could be possible with a lot of freaking turbulence alongside the price action. We are finally there, guys. The 2.618 standing at $100,000 per YFA was almost met, guys. Now this 3-day candle rejected any price point above this channel right here, guys. This is the most important, the most relevant trending channel that we're dealing with on the Yearn Finance USD pair itself. So with the price action did try to close above this one on 3-day closing basis, but it was not able to do that. But guys, is it a death sentence? No, I feel it's gonna try this one out again. It's right at the resistance line right here. Now 15 hours before this one closes, once this one closes above this direct resistance line right here, guys, we'll be looking at 2.618 happening with utmost precision, at least. Now the only thing which can make this one extremely bullish is the BTC pair, guys. Now this trending channel is pretty much clear, and your risk management is standing fine at the $56,000 levels. Now this is also pretty volatile. We have a big range, we have a huge range. Let's just take a look at the daily time frame itself real quick right here, guys. Now your risk management could be aligning with this price point and this price point as well. Once you start wicking below the $58,000 levels, that would mean that you don't have any liquidity supporting the price action as of now, which would mean that you could come back down again to the support, get accumulated, and then make your move to the upside back again. But as far as the 3-day structure goes, it's looking fine. It's completely fine, to be honest with you. What could make Yearn Finance really bullish is the Yearn Finance BTC pair right here, guys, because the all-time high stands at 4.1 BTC per YFI, which is why this can look uberly bullish, guys. This is just horrendous to talk about these numbers, because 4 BTC per Yearn Finance is just like crazy. Now why is this happening, guys? Because there are only 30,000 Yearn Finance in the market as your whole supply, as your total supply. Your total supply caps out at 30,000 Yearn Finance. There will be only 13,000 YFI to ever exist, right? which is why you are dealing with a little bit of supply shock going on your finance itself, and it could simply go to the upside, guys. It could simply test the all-time highs. We are currently above the 236 extension, 0.236 extension right here, and we have formulated a base, guys, which is why this could be looking at a need support before we jump onto this price point right here. Now we could come back down and we could hover around this support line right here, but eventual target is going to be aligning with the 1.9 BTC per YFI, guys. Crazy number to talk about, right? Almost 2 Bitcoin per year finance right here, which could mean, yes, your 236 extension, sorry, your 2.6 extension standing at $101,000 levels on YFI against USDT could be met in the coming week. Well, could happen this week itself, but most likely your price action is looking bullish on the BTC pair. Could align with the fact that your USD pair could be uber bullish, guys, because Bitcoin could also start trending to the upside from these price points, and Yearn Finance against BTC could also start trending to the upside, which is why this one could have exponential growth to the upside in the coming days. Yeah, YFI looking very nice. Now, the only problem in the small time frames is this particular resistance line right here, guys. You do have a history going on. Onto these price points, standing at 1.6 BTC per YFI onto these price points. Once you start clearing this one out, I think, yes, yep. Party mode on for YFI, guys. We are dealing with bullish crosses. We are dealing with a lot of bullish crosses, and this one could happen. Golden cross on YFI BTC on daily price action could happen, guys. 200 simple curling to the upside with your 55 simple aggressively going to the upside. This is the kind of setup you want to look at for your macro, let's just say macro trending behavior, and your macro incentivization for any bullish moves, right? Any bullish moves. So once you start clearing this one out, no matter how wild it looks like, this price target is going to happen, guys. This price target is going to be up on the cards, standing at 600 extension. 2.7 BTC per YFI could eventually come down the line. Now that's crazy, right? That's crazy, guys. Now this extension is something which Ethereum recently took control of. Ethereum BTC took control of these levels, which is why YFI could replicate that price action again on BTC as well, right? Okay, guys. All right. Now last analysis for the day is for YFI against Ethereum itself. YFI Ethereum. Now, okay, what do we see right here? I don't see a good pattern under formulation, to be honest with you, because we are in a downtrend right here, and well, I don't think we have quite reversed. At least there's no confirmation, whereas your RSI really wants to get above 60, which is why we could start confirming this uptrend starting from these price points, guys. Okay. This is why this is not really quite clear, guys. This is just a chop, man. This is just a ruckus. You don't have any good contact points. Well, you can argue about the fact that you can have this contact point, this contact point, and this contact point, and then you can simply make an argument about the fact that we are breaking above this price point right here. But most likely we don't have any volume confirmation, as this is on Kraken, guys. This is on Kraken. Now Kraken has most of the Ethereum pairs. Oh, Binance also has it, but Kraken has a lot of Ethereum pairs, which is why Kraken is an exchange where you can determine what investment could be better if you're simply holding on Ethereum, if you're simply trading Ethereum, if you are, like, let's just say, if you are thinking of Ethereum as your money and you want to accumulate more and more Ethereum down the line, you want to take a look at Ethereum pairs, guys. This is why I personally take a look at Ethereum pairs, because let's just say I'm trying to increase my Ethereum stash as well, but am I doing that with 100% success rate? No. I'm just simply going for some, let's just say, guys, I'm just going for some capital rotations, right? Something like what we saw on SUSHI itself. We had a clear breakout on Ethereum pair, and we are simply trending to the upside, guys. And well, you can simply rotate your Ethereum into these assets and probably go for a little swing position going on without any leverage. Just expose your spot positions to these assets against Ethereum and probably come out successfully with more Ethereum down the line, right? Okay. Now, do we have any divergence, guys? This is pretty choppy. I mean, I find it really difficult to do any kind of TA on this piece of price action. This is not my thing. I would personally not trade Ethereum, YFI against Ethereum as a whole, because this is something which I just, well, to be honest with you, I don't see any potential trade. Now, we're going to be assuming that we bottomed out right here, which is why your 236 extension is looking neat onto these price points right here, where we have had several rejections happening alongside this Fibonacci level right here. Once we clear this one out, yes, this, and eventually all-time high as well down the line. But if you simply close the logarithmic values, guys, this is, well, the picture starts looking quite different. And this one calls out for a little more consolidation on this level right here, guys. I think potentially we could curl like this for a very long time, and then we can eventually start moving to the upside down the line, guys, next year or something like that. But we should never underestimate the power of these crypto assets. We should never underestimate what could eventually or what could potentially happen, because these markets are simply crazy, guys. And particularly this pair is highly illiquid, man. Now, why do I say that? There are only 30k Yearn Finance available, guys. Only 30k YFI. And you want to trade it against Ethereum, this is going to be crazy illiquid, which is why you're going to be having a lot of slippage. If you go for a little trades happening on YFI Ethereum pair, lot of slippage could happen, right? Okay, guys. Alright, guys. I'm going to be winding this video up right here. Let me know down the comments if you have any doubts, and let me know what are you doing with these three assets. Are you even exposed to SUSHI or AAVE or Yearn Finance? Because these three are looking very nice in terms of potential swing trades opportunities, right? Alright, guys, I will catch you all in the next video pretty soon. Bye for now.